Your radio is now on TV. Your TV is now on radio. WHPR 88.1 FM can now be heard and seen worldwide. The same platform that hosts all of your favorite content now has WHPR TV and radio. Have your own radio or TV show on Roku with approximately 8 million homes, starting as low as $50. Debut your music video, clothing line, church ministry, plays, or products. A limited number of slots are available, so act now. For more information, visit RokuDetroit.com or call 313-868-6612. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. For only $99, you can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only. You're watching W33BY, Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of W33BY, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a great Father's Day. My name is Donna Stinson, and thank you for joining me for Can We Talk About It, where we talk about a little bit of everything plus the elephant in the room. Today, I am going to be giving away a razor set for the fathers today. And happy Father's Day to you fathers out there from Sunday. So today, I do want to talk about the fathers. I want to dedicate this show to the fathers. Before I go any further, I want to let you know that the call-in numbers are at the bottom of the screen, and you can call in to win this Remington shaver. Not only that, to see previous shows, you can go to download the WHPR app and see all the previous shows that I've done so far. So we're going to get on with the show. And before I do that, I want to give a shout out to some of the fathers that I know that are really good fathers. Hey, CY, how are you? I'm so glad that you're still here. CY is such a good person. His baby's mothers, I don't know what was wrong with them, but he ended up taking his children, and and they were like little kids. They're like 15 and 16 now. He takes good care of his kids. So, shout out to CY. Vince Holloway takes good care of his children. Thank you so much for being a strong black father, Vince. Also, there's a man named Reginald Sandlin. He takes care of his children. He's also a firefighter. Hey, Reggie. And this man, he went into retirement with from the fire department, but decided to stay on a couple of more years. So we appreciate your service and thank you so much for that. As we go into the show, I wanted to talk about the fathers that don't really get a chance to spend time with their children even though they want to. I was reading something where a young man, he was in the army, and the girl that he was with, she ended up getting pregnant. And when she got after she got pregnant, when he came back from the army, she told him that it was a little boy and that the baby had died. um, Later on during a court proceeding, the lady later on confessed that she had gave up their child for adoption, and he didn't have any rights. They told him that he couldn't get his child. He was trying to fight it and everything like that. And a lot of you men, young men, older men, men who have babies or in relationships with women that just use your children as pawns, there's a bank called the Father's Registry, and whenever you have a child, uh, just Google it and look it up. It's called the Father's Registry, and you go on that registry and you register your name and your child's name. So if something like this should ever happen to you, they would know that you are the child's father and that your name is in the registry. Why they want you to do that, I don't understand. When all you have to do is take a DNA test. This is a black man that's trying to get his children, and the system is taking him through. I mean, so much as it stands right now. Uh, he hasn't seen his child since his child was born because, like I said, he served his country, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what the state of Utah is doing to him, because this is where this is going on at. They haven't told him his daughter's name. They won't let him see his child. He do not know where his child is. On the other hand, there's another fellow who spent over $320,000 just so he can get visitation rights to see his daughter. And I just feel like it's just so sad that there are some really good fathers out here, but the women, the baby's mothers, they make it so bad for the fathers to be with their children. And and I want to tell some children that may be grown right now. You felt like your father wasn't in your life for whatever reason. There's two sides to every story. And as much as I hate to say this, there's mothers who get so upset with the fathers, and the father left us, he left us. No, he left her, he did not leave you, she told you that. So what you need to do when you get of age, go get it from the horse's mouth. Ask your father, talk to your father. Don't let anyone smear his name until you get a chance to hear exactly what's going on. It's actually three sides to the story: your parents' side and God's side. So don't just take one side of the story. And I'm just ashamed of some of these women who have black men that want to be in their children's life, and you deny them that. You use these children as chess pieces to get the things that you want. Shame on you. Shame on you for doing that. It's just a shame that we can't come together as, how can I say this, a family. Because as much as I really hate to say this, the black woman destroys our black men. Not all of us. And we need to stop that, because without the black man and the family, there is no family. Caller, you are on the air.
Yeah, I like to say I agree with you wholeheartedly. This unity that continues is only feeding the beast to continue to profit and take more control that they don't even deserve in our child's life, in our life as well. But women need to shake it off, because my son, I only have one child, and his dad and I, we get along better as friends than we did as mates. And I never tried to stand in the way. As much as I was against my son going over there, I said, that's your daddy.
Good
Go
for
over
you.
there. They're together right now.
Good
My
for
son's
you.
a grown man. His daddy and him is together now. They bonded well. We all love him. And that's the main thing. Keep the love in sight.
Yes.
Keep the love and the support and encouragement that that child needs, and
Exactly.
quit being so immature because
And that's what it
the
is. It's
man and
immaturity.
you are no longer a couple. Great things popping if you learn how to let things go and do things accordingly that is right and righteous and will prosper the child at the end, because the child is the main prize that
Yes.
we should together look out for lovingly and be mature about it. These women are so desperate for a man, they just do things like that. I mean, and I don't understand. You can't, having a baby is not going to clamp a man down anyway.
That's
You know,
true. That is so true.
so,
I really do. I
a
do
lot of
appreciate
growing
that.
up
I
have to do.
appreciate you
Women have a
calling and
lot of
everyone.
growing up to do.
We're gonna do like 30 seconds per caller, so please
Okay, thank you.
keep it at a minimum, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your call. I
You're
appreciate you.
welcome.
Would you please continue to support me?
I will.
Have a good day now.
You too.
Bye bye. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. I'd like to know how come the first person couldn't see his children?
That I don't know, but the research that I did on this, the government is actually, they look at the black family as public enemy number one. So for one, they don't want a reconciliation of the black man with his family. Two, the government wants the black woman to be independent in her own right when she should be submissive to her black man. So I believe it's because the system just do not want the reconciliation of the black family to come together. That's just my thoughts on it.
Okay. Did he ever go to court with this?
Yes, he did. He did. He went to court a few times, and he's still in the process of going to court. And he's supposed to go to the Utah Supreme Court. So I'm like keeping abreast of that. And I did. If you're interested, I will definitely keep you guys up to date on what's going on with the young man.
Okay. I hope he can see his children.
I do too.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back from our break, I'm going to be giving away this Remington shaver to the lucky father that calls, or the lucky lady who calls to give to her man, her father, brother, so forth. So when we come back, we're going to do that giveaway. Hundreds and thousands of women are being abused. They're in the fight of their life. Please help them. Please help me. I'm in the fight of my life. Family was so wonderful. I don't get to see him anymore. Something changed in him. He's not the same. I'm in a fight of my life. Please help me. No more. I have a beautiful husband and I love him with all my might. He means the world to me. Until one day I disagree with him. If this happens to you, get away, run away, do whatever you have to. Just get out. Get out! And we're back, and I'm taking the first caller to pick up this Remington shaver. Call in, pick it up. You have to come down to 160 Victor Street. That's located in Highland Park, Michigan. You have like 30, 40 minutes to pick up your gift. So if you are interested, come down, be the first caller, and you can come and pick up this beautiful gift right here. Okay, so now back to the fathers, and I want you to call in at the numbers at the bottom of the screen and give me your insight on what I'm talking about as far as fathers and the way that certain women really should be more for the fathers. You don't have to love them, you don't have to like them, but you have to respect them because it's going to take two of y'all to raise this child. Now, I really do have to talk about some of these other fathers, like new fathers and fathers that's 40 years old. Quit walking around with your pants hanging off your butt. You ain't no dang on child no more. Everything you do, your child is watching that. So you're going to tell your child, okay, you supposed to walk around indecent. And to the Detroit Police Department, if you really want to start doing some stuff, put that indecent exposure law into effect. And maybe these young boys won't walk around with their pants like that. You supposed to be grown, young, black men. Who gonna ever respect you when you walk around like that? You got children. They look at everything you do. Then you want to start popping their hands when they touch this and popping their hands when they do what you doing. You are the man of this nation. You are the man of this society. Nothing moves without you. Without you, everything is abnormal. It's not set in God's order the way it should be. You have to learn how to respect your women. You have to, before you can even respect us, you got to learn how to start respecting yourselves. Quit having these children by every other woman you see. You don't want to take care of them, but when Father's Day come around, you want to be the one. Let me tell you something. You are not the one until you get some character about yourself. A good father has character. A good father only has to tell their children once, and then their children they don't learn by what he say. They learn by example, by what they see. If you tell your child, I know you're a grown man, son, and this, that, and the other, but men don't wear earrings. So don't wear earrings. All that father has to do is say it once. The strength and the character of that father will convict that son, and that son won't wear earrings anymore. Stop being punk parents. Stop trying to be friends with your parents. With your children. Stop meeting them and trying to buy their love. If they can't love you for who you are and you sincerely trying to be with them, step back until they can love you for who you are. We need to take back the authority that we had with our children. We so scared to touch our children, even the fathers. And then the mothers will tell them, don't touch them. You'll even say you'll call the police on him. Shame on you. I have a brother. When his children was going to school, my brother beat the crap out his daughter because his daughter, somebody gave his daughter a hickey in school. He beat the crap out his daughter. When his daughter went back to school, they called him down there and said CPS was down there. CPS said, why did you put these marks on your daughter? He walked dead up to that lady and told that lady, if you did what she did, I'll beat the mess out you and put bruises on you. They let my brother take his children home because they knew that he didn't play. One day, those kids were walking down the street cussing some woman out after they didn't get out of school. The police picked them up. I was there. Took them to my brother's house. As they were bringing my nieces up to the porch. When they came in the house, my brother just rammed them to the back of the house. They done fell and everything. My brother don't even care that the police is looking. When the police was getting ready to leave, he turned back around and told them, you know what your daughters told us, and we're gonna always bring your children to you. His daughters told the police, can you please take us to jail? Because they already knew their father did not play that. And that's what we need to get back to being parents and not friends with our children. So, caller, you are on the air.
Good afternoon, Ms. Donna Stinson. This is MC Gino Bird, on-air personality for WHPR Radio. I enjoy your show on Mondays.
Thank you
How
so
are you?
much.
I'm wonderful, and I got to agree with what you're saying. A lot of the young parents need to start being fathers, because my father was the same way. The late, great William A. Arthur Bird. He did not play.
Mm-hmm.
He raised me to respect women. He raised me not to beat women.
Exactly.
He raised me to be a respectable gentleman and a respectable journalist. That's the problem. Our young people today are out of control because
Yes,
they
they
don't
are.
have that tough love from the father.
Bingo.
That's why the young men are that way. That's why that way, because I'm glad you brought this up. I'm really glad because we need more people like you, Ms. Donna, who I respect.
Thank you.
Because I respect my elders, because one day you will be an elder, because that's the problem. Our young youth do not respect their elders. One day they will be an elder.
Exactly.
And if you want to definitely debate me on this issue, you can debate it with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter
Okay.
at Gino Bird
Mm-hmm.
5035 at Instagram, or either you can contact me
Okay, well, we
directly
really
at
do
313.
appreciate you calling in and everything. So, with that being said, I do want to ask you to please continue to support me, and we're gonna do the giveaway right now. So, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Because I do agree with what you're saying.
All right.
Contact me anytime.
All
Thank you,
right.
Ms. Donna.
Thank
I
you
will
so
continue to
much.
support you every Monday. You are quite welcome, dear.
Okay. God bless.
God bless you, dear.
Bye bye. Okay, now, gentlemen, ladies, young men, young women, call in. The numbers are on the bottom of the screen so you can get this great Remington shaver. Because if you don't get it, then my husband will have two Father's Day gifts. So call on in and get this. I wanted to touch on something that the young man had called in, and he was saying as far as tough love, and it's not just the parents. It takes a village to raise a village, like it does that child. And when I was growing up, it wasn't just my mother. It was everybody's mother and father. If you did something wrong and you were going home, you got it from everybody on the block, and then when you got home, you got it too. So we need to understand that we are responsible for each other. You mothers and fathers that got these bad little children out here, and I don't want to call them bad, but that's what they are, and that's because you not putting anything into them positive. You need to let somebody, if somebody care enough about your children to discipline them, then and you know them, and you know they not gonna hurt your children, then your community should come together, and you should all raise your children together. Now, mind you, there's some children you just cannot talk to because they got the type of parents that they're a gang. They're all going to try to do something. So what you need to do is, just pray on that situation. But if you can come to a mother or a father and say, well, hey, your child, been doing this or been doing that, and, if I can help you with them, or if I see them doing something wrong, I'm going to come and let you know, and this, that, and the other. It shouldn't be a problem with that. Why are you looking at my child? My child would never say that. Who you think you talking to? We're talking to you. Get yourself together. I'm talking to the male and the female now. I'm talking to both the parents now. But like I said, these fathers, these good fathers, they deserve all the recognition that they can get. Now, what I do want to do is, I wrote a poem for the fathers, and I wasn't able to what's the word I'm looking for? Memorize it, but I did write it. So I wanna read this poem to you, and I want to let you know that I'm going to put this together and put it in a frame. And if you want to buy it, it's going you're more than welcome to. So it's called For My Father. So it says, F is for the firmness that you've given me. A is for the intention that you've blessed me with. T is for all the times you spent with me. H is for when I was hurting and you comforted me, which somehow seemed to set me free. E is for the examples I learned down the years, and when I look back on it, it still it brings me to tears. R is for the recognition I never gave to you, but to sum it up and say it all, no matter what I went through, I know I've always loved you. Original works by Donna Stinson, Lady Stinson. So I'm thanking you so much for listening to that. Like I said, I will have it fixed up and put it in some frames if you would like to buy the poem. It will be on sale the next time that I come here. I want to thank WHPR for having me. Like I said, I'm still looking for a couple of sponsors. Please get in touch with me at DonnaMitchell15 at gmail.com or DonnaStinson63 at gmail.com. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're just going to do a summary of what we talked about. And you still have a chance to get the Remington shaver. So we'll be back in a few minutes. And we're back. Okay, we got like a few more minutes left. Want you to call on in, get this razor. If you don't get it this week, I definitely will be having it up next week. After I finish with the prizes, we're just going to do the straight talk because I don't want to be buying all this stuff and then I have to end up using it for myself or whatever. I wanted to give a little bit of something back to my supporters because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So I thank you, and to sum it up, we were talking about young men, how we need to be more aware of ourselves and more aware when we're around our children about the things that we do. We need to start loving ourselves so that others can love us and respect us even more. We also need to come together as a village and learn how to look out for each other. We can't be getting upset when somebody tries to help us, rebuke us, correct us, teach us. We don't know everything. That's why we have elders. Now, what I will say to the elders, there's never no reason to disrespect the elder. But I know some disrespecting elderly people, and you are some of the people that make some of these young folks lose their minds. Get it together. Grow up. Stop being so bitter about things that went on with your life and learn to love somebody. So, on that note, I thank you so much for joining me. Without you, there is no me. And once again, thank you, WHPR, for having me. Until next week, stay strong.